Hey. Greetings and salutations to you people of the internets. So, hold on to your butts. We're going to be opening and giving our first impressions of Transformers, War for Cybertron, Kingdom Paleotrex. This is one of the fossilizers. So this guy's is a robot dude. He separates apart, becomes a dinosaur, separates apart, becomes weapons and armor for other Transformers. So let's get this guy open. Not sure what the best way to open these boxes are. So we're into these new boxes. Just give a little window. Use a minimum amount of plastic there, and the artwork's great. So we've got both modes. We've got him looking like this demonic bone man, and his like T-Rex skeleton mode, looking great. Then we've got some box art of things separated apart, and he's getting stuck onto Warpath. They're not on the same side, so I presume that Warpath has just killed him and decided to wear him, as you do. So, open it up. Oh. Some warning stuff, some instructions, and is that it? I've been told there's some kind of collectible card that is supposed to be with these. Not there. Aha. On the flap there is a card. It's got Predacon Dinobot in this spangly thing. There's a picture of the golden disc there, and I think you're supposed to peel this off somehow. A sticker. This is the foil like picture of Dinobot as a Predacon with the other Beast War guys, and this is like a sticker, like a shiny sticker, so I could stick that somewhere when I get a chance. So that's alright. I thought these cards would be like related to the characters that are inside, but not really, unless this guy eventually becomes Dinobot, which would be weird. There are a lot of twisty ties here. Oh, and still one more, at the very least. They don't want this guy escaping from his plastic prison, so I've got all that and hiding, just in case you're got this arrived and you can't find his weapon. It's tucked in here in this little gap here, so don't throw away the packaging without fully checking it for accessories. That's I could see that getting thrown out before it's even played with. So this is Paleotrex. He's a weird looking motherfucker, isn't he? Yeah, he's got these short dumpy legs, this one massively long arm, this other moderately long arm, and has this sword or club that you can stick in his thumb there, and yeah, that's him. I dig the weathering detail on the bone and stuff. That's something they don't quite often get right, but here I think they've learned the lessons from Siege, and he's got some cool stuff going on. Right. let's see, so it's got a swivel, hinge swivel here at the head. Can turn. You can pull the mast down to get that big bony kind of Optimus Prime normal club look. You can also gear that up. So I like that. I like that. He's got a little mask thing. That's quite cool. This is on a hinge and a swivel. This shoulder joint. Elbow joints on a spin and also a bend. There's a wrist swivel. There's some articulation at these fingers. So he's actually got, despite this big old axe thing here, it's similar articulation on this arm. There is a waist swivel, no kind of ab crunch, universal hips, a knee bend, calf breaker, and a, what is that classed as his ankle tilt, even though he's like yeah, so he doesn't have an ankle tilt, he's got a tilt right at his the top of his shins. He's got a shin tilt. So there you go. That's because he's weird. Wow, I love a character that's arms are almost reaching its feet. Yeah, I love that kind of weird body kind of shapes. Makes it, you know, obviously more alien, unusual. The size companions is with Siege Sideswipe, with your standard Marvel Legend, Shatterstar, and is with your vintage G.I. Joe scale with Zanzibar. So yeah, that's, you know, he's a good size for a deluxe because he's quite spindly, and because he's a fossilizer and not transformer, he doesn't particularly transform, he just disassembles and reassembles, and we've got no idea what we're doing here. So like I said, hold on to your butts, we could be some time. So let's just pull parts off him. So his head, wow, his head comes off like so. There's this bit comes off. Presume these arms come off, so this currently is one solid piece. So rather than looking at the instructions, we'll look at the legend, the kind of picture of him. So we kind of want a bit that looks like so, is that it? Now, what does all this stuff do? Does this stuff hinge out or fall apart? Or is this stuff just stuck on? These bits come off. These bits come off. This bit looks like it opens. there again, it might not. It might just be a... That definitely swivels. Maybe this bit. Connects into that bit. Okay. We're working on something here, lads. I'm going to stick these bits that were... Actually, we'll spin that round. Yeah, that makes more sense. Actually makes more sense if this is actually... Aha. So this is the top of the leg here. We've got these wiring around. Okay. And there's more bits you can pull out. This guy is quite interesting. Okay, let's... I think... No. We'll stick this here. He's not stuck his head anywhere. Wow. So yeah, it looks like you can have a lot of the fun of this guy out of the box. It's a puzzle, which we're doing wrong. That's part of the fun experience, isn't it, with these guys, is sometimes, as Bob Ross would say, sometimes it's about the happy little accidents, isn't it? I think we're mostly right. It's just like this head bit. And we've got this armour bit that don't seem to have found a home as yet. See, we can... Right, we're just gonna slam his head into the back of the T-Rex head. That could be correct. And this bit, kind of looks like there is. Hey, that's all the bits used. I think we're on to a winner. T-Rex dinner. Yeah. Wow. So here is Paleotrex in their dinosaur mode, the skeleton mode. That's pretty cool. It's a little bit got some little bit of loosey-goosey joints on the legs here. But all in all, I like it. I like that. Some ball joints here at the head. Got quite as much articulation here at the head joint as I like it. It'd have more articulation if we hadn't rammed the head in there. So even though I think that's the right place for it, because it doesn't seem to go anywhere else. The teeth and stuff, oh, amazing. Look amazing on this guy. And yeah, I mean, who'd have thunk skeleton transformers? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Groovy. So, like I say, that is not all that he does, because he can pull apart and become weapons and stuff for other guys. So, we've got that tail sword. We've got his big dino chompers. Sometimes a type of armor or buckler or something. We've got some dinosaur legs that can reattach in various ways. I did notice that there's some little pegs that can fold out if you had decent fingernails or were pulling in the correct way. So there's a peg there that we can utilize. So, and then this chunk, typical with these things, you always get like a part like this where it's like, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this. And there's some kind of axe head. It's weird, it really does look like it could pull apart and become a double axe. But it also looks like that I don't want to damage it. So, it does have a swivel here. So we've got, let's get our impactor here. So it's got plenty of different spaces that we could have. Add some extra weird claws too. And we take off his doodad. We can plug a bigger doodad in. Let's see what else. Have a T-Rex head. Oh, I've got to take this thing out. So yeah, it can have some random T-Rex head sticking on his shoulder, and well, I'm just having that paranoid feeling that we've stopped recording. Just putting a bit of shoulder armour on. Oh, this is a lot, even for a guy with as many ports as Impactor. So we'll put his weapon up here. Again, we can give him, like, I put an axe on his shoulder. You can hold this primal mace. It looks more like some kind of, maybe a bit too short, that looks like some kind of microphone. And then we get this weird piece. That could also stick into his back, like so. Yeah, well, that's certainly a guy dressed in bits of dead dinosaur. I'm sure, you know, there's lots of different combinations you can do, and use your imagination, which is a little bit lacking today, this morning. But you will be able to add bits of him to different things, and especially like the entire, like all the weaponizers and whatever they're called, the base guy, little base guys, adding all those together and then putting bits of dead dinosaur into the mix is going to be fucking mental. Which I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard on that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, I recommend Paleotrex, which is quite a good one because I did buy 2 of him. Oh, just a gut instinct that I wanted to. I hope you're all well. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, bestow, fisto.